Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. We back in here, man. We back in here with these 33 years of prison stories, man. I appreciate everybody who's been watching my videos, everybody who's been supporting me, everybody who's been leaving comments, man, likes, you know, sharing the videos. I hope y'all share these videos, you know, to my understanding. You can share them on your Facebook page and any other social media page. So, you know, I implore y'all to share them, man, so we can spread the word, keep this movement rolling, man, because make no mistake, this is a movement, you know. If you have not seen the No Jumper interview, man, please go see it, check it out. It was a good interview, man. Adam 22, salute. No Jumper, man. It was top notch over there, man. Showed me much love, man, so I appreciate them. And I also just did a interview with Rick Ross, conversation with convicts, you know, the real Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross. Y'all go check that out as well. It's on the page. Salute to him. He was a Class A Act 2. You know, look forward to doing some more interviews with him in the future and some other endeavors, man. A real good brother and a brilliant brother, man, that you can learn a whole lot from, man. I learned that just in the conversation I had with him, man. So, TBP, man, we on the move. We trying to keep busy over here, man. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the support. We're going to get into this story right here, man, because it came across my mind recently, so I wanted to share with y'all. You know, like I told y'all, over the years, man, I've ran into a whole lot of different type of characters, a whole lot of different people from all walks of life. This in particular dude, I think I spoke on him before in previous videos. I may not have went in depth, but I spoke on him. You know, I would say he one of the most unique dudes that I ran across, you know, during time, even in my whole 33 years, you know, because like I say, you meet all kinds, man. Y'all have heard some of these characters, heard some of these dudes in the way they act, and it gets stranger, man. It gets stranger and it get crazier. This dude name was Teaspoon, man. They called him Teaspoon. I'm not really exactly sure where he's from, so I don't want to say I heard different areas, but I can't say for sure because I never really got cool enough with him to really know exactly where he was from. But he known all over the system, did a lot of time. Don't know if he's still locked up or not, but he did a whole lot of time. I know he had, when I ran into him, he had did more time than me. And the last time I ran into him, he was still locked up. So I'm assuming he still is. Would not surprise me because he's the ultimate con artist, and he stays in a whole bunch of controversy. But I can remember when I first met him, I was on Augusta. So, you know, if I'm on Augusta, you know, this early in my bit, man, within, you know, 3 to 4 years, I'm on Augusta, you know, within my sentence. So, you know, I'm still learning the penitentiary. I'm still learning how the penitentiary operates, how things operate, you know, how dudes operate, you know, everything. I'm just learning about prison. I don't really know nothing. Only thing I'm going by is on instinct and, you know, whatever I feel is, you know, the best thing to do in any circumstances or any situation. So I'm basically, like I say, green as a pool table 4 times square, you know. But I can remember running into Teaspoon, man, because he came in my block. He moved in our block. And when he was in our block, you know, he came in there as if people already knew who he was, you know, like he had been locked up a while already. He a big dude, you know, probably like 6'2", about 250. And, you know, he built, he was, you know, real muscular kind of like. But he had this old funny walk, you know, like an old pimp. You know, when he walked, he rolled his shoulders and stuff. And he talked real soft, you know, with like a little rasp in his voice. And he came in, you know, like I say, didn't take him long. He started, you know, gambling, you know, running poker games, running dice games, open up a stove box. I mean, off the rip, he come in there, but he came in there with a whole lot of property. So wherever he was moving from to move to our block, that's probably what he was already doing because, like I say, he was already established. Dudes already knew who he was. You know, and like I said, they was showing him some type of level of respect. So when people show you that type of level of respect, either you done did something to earn it, or you know they know something about you where they, you know, they're a little leery of you. So like I say, he had a reputation when he came in there. I remember at this time, I think Chucky was in the block with me, you know, and I told y'all about Chucky before. Salute to Chucky, my dude. And you know, Chucky had, if not the worst reputation on the compound at the time. You know, he was right up there. But you know, like I said, I told you he was like the most feared dude on the compound when I came on there. He knew Teaspoon, you know what I'm saying? So I had chopped it up with him, asked him, you know, what's the count on this dude, man? He said, man, he ain't hitting on nothing, you know what I'm saying? Just stay away from him. He got game, he a con artist, man. There's a whole lot to him. You know, I know him, I deal with him, but I don't trust him at all, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, he got a whole lot of BS with him. You know what I'm saying? So that was enough for me because, like I say, me and Chucky was super cool, and I know Chucky ain't gonna, you know, give me no false information or whatnot. But at the time, I had to sell it. You know, I'm young. I had a seller that was younger than me. His name was T-Bone. You know what I'm saying? T-Bone, salute to him. We called him T-Bone, but T-Bone is actually, I found out, I didn't even find out this till recently, that T-Bone is actually Goldie. You know, Goldie I did the interview on Goldie. Shout out to Goldie. T-Bone is actually Goldie's cousin, you know. So I didn't know that because I didn't know Goldie at the time. But, you know, now that we out here in the free world, you know, I found that out. So T-Bone is still up Danville doing his thing, you know. He, been out of penitentiary. He was in when I was in there back then, did his little time, went out, went back in, you know, about once or twice. But he back out on the street now, doing well, taking care of his business, family man and whatnot, and doing his thing. But you talking about way back then, man, we young. I'm probably like 22, 21 or something like that. T-Bone couldn't have been no more than like 19, 20 or something like that. And you know, at this time, like I say, you in the penitentiary, you super bored, you ain't got nothing going on, you trying to, kill the boredom, so you get caught up in a lot of things that you probably should not even be doing, like gambling, you know what I'm saying, which I'm a victim of myself. But at the same time, he was caught up into that gambling, man, because like I say, gambling is exciting, it's something to pass the time, whether you're shooting dice, playing poker, playing parlay tickets, betting on games, whatever it may be, gambling in the penitentiary is going to be going on everywhere in every prison in the country. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the main things that they use in there to pass time and to try to, get you a little come up, make you a little money or whatever. So, gambling was always going on in there. And like I said, Teaspoon, he was running the little poker games or whatnot. And he had the little store box and, running little dice games, doing this little thing. So people going to have to go see him anyway if you in that type of, lifestyle. If you gambling, you doing this, that, or the third, you probably going to end up having to see him because he always going to accumulate a lot of money and he always going to be in the mix of whatever's going on. So at the time, my seller had got into little poker games. He was playing, but he was playing before Teaspoon came. But now Teaspoon there, so Teaspoon more or less done bogarted his way to the poker game where he running the poker game more than anybody else. Normally they rotate, you run it this day, then the next dude run the next day, and so on and so forth. When you got a whole lot of dudes that gamble, you got a whole community of gamblers, they rotate on who gonna run the game. But Teaspoon done moved in there, he done muscled his way into, I guess because he got the most money, that he basically running the game every day. So dudes get in the game. So when you get into poker games, and whoever running the game, they got the opportunity to cut the game. That gives them the benefit of always having to lose or to put up less money because they're going to be making money on every pot because they get a cut. They get a percentage of it, 10%. So if the pot is $100, he's going to take $10 out for itself. So you actually win a $100 pot, you only going to win 90. You know what I'm saying? So if he playing, running the game, and making a cut, he got to go overboard to actually come out a loser. Because if he's smart, all he's going to do is just play his cut. Fold hands, and just play the money where he feel like he's up in the cut department. So, running the game has a whole lot of benefits to it, when you're playing in penitentiary. But also, he's going to be responsible for all the money. All the payouts, all the collections, all of that. He's responsible for everything. But like I said, if you're running the game, 9 times out of 10, you got an advantage. Well, later on, we would find out Teaspoon had a huge advantage because he is a cheater. He likes to cheat. We didn't know this at the time, but he liked to cheat. He marked the cards. He's a card shark. He's actually a smart dude when it comes to intellect. He can count cards. He can shuffle the cards up and give you whatever hand that he want to give you. He can give you a great hand, but he's just going to give himself a greater hand. So he had all of these type of skills, which quite a few dudes in the penitentiary got these type of skills. I didn't have them, so I ain't never understood how someone else could have them or how they did it. To me, it was like magic. I mean, they could literally shuffle the cards up right in front of your face and let you cut the cards and deal, and they know everything you have in your hand. Everything. So it's an amazing talent. I've ran across quite a few people who had it. That's why I say gambling in the penitentiary, man, is futile, man, because the deck is literally always going to be stacked against you. Always, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a crazy situation, but it goes on every day. Every day in the penitentiary, man, it goes on. But anyway, T-Bone that got in the game, he had been gambling a couple of days. And, like I say, when T-Spoon was running the game, I think he got in debt. Won a whole lot of money to the best of my recollection, maybe like $40, $50 or whatnot. But he didn't have it. He went overboard with what he, had ordered. You can order money set at the game. You bring money to the table first to initially get in the game. And then if you lose the money, 9 times out of 10, depending on who the house man is, and you can just sit at the table, man, because we had to get in and out the cell and whatnot. You might say, man, give me $10 more, and he'll give it to him. You might ask you got it in the cell? Say, yeah. So, normally he'll give it to you because, like I say, when you're in penitentiary, dudes don't anticipate you playing them type of games because it ain't like you can run, ain't where you going. And you know what I'm saying? We right there. So they gonna come get it. So if you do it and you don't have it and they coming to get it, then you automatically should be prepared for war because 9 times out of 10 that's what you gonna get because can't nobody let nobody take nothing from them in the penitentiary because if you do, your reputation going downhill, everybody gonna try to take something from you. That's when all the wolves come out. So I can remember, man, T had got in some debt, man. He had said nothing to me. I ain't know nothing about it. But he had been holding T-Spoon probably for about 2 or 3 days. I did notice he wasn't gambling, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he was waiting for the commissary for us to go to the store so he can get some more money. So I noticed he wasn't gambling for a couple of days. And then I remember seeing him out in the block over in the corner and talking to him and T-Spoon talking. And I could see the way T-Spoon hands was moving. He was being a little bit more aggressive than what my celly was. So I can remember after they had the conversation or whatnot, when we go in for that next count, I hollered at him, man, what you over there hollering at T-Spoon about? He was like, no, man, I owed him a little bit of money. I told him I'm going to give it to him on store day. He acting like he can't wait till store day. Talking about if I got to wait till store day, he going to tax me, and I'm telling him, man, you ain't going to tax me. I'm going to pay you what I'm supposed to pay you, you know what I'm saying? I might throw you a little something because I'm late, but nah, you can't tax me, More or less, he was trying to say, T-Spoon was telling him like if he owed 40, if you can't give it to me till the store day, man, you got to give me 80. You know what I'm saying? He trying to tax him because, he feel like, dude young, which he was, and he got all this experience in penitentiary, he older. So basically what he was doing was running game on him and using his reputation, his size, and his knowledge of the penitentiary to try to press him, So I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, he telling me, I'm like, man, told you, man, that, Chucky told me the dude, he full of it, dog. You should not even get in the games when he running the games. He was like, yeah, I know, I ain't even gonna play no more. I'm gonna go ahead and pay him, but he ain't getting no extra. I'm telling you that right now. I'm gonna give him what I own, and that's that. So I'm like, yeah, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I had spoke to Chucky about the situation, and Chucky was like, man, yeah, that joke was a fool, man. He's a fool, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, just tell Young, just give him what he owe him, man. But yeah, I wouldn't tell him to give him no extra or nothing like that either way. So then I remember when the store came, and the store day come, everybody getting their little goodies, doing their little thing or whatever. So when store day come, man, we down there in the cell, he done went to the store, got his stuff. So we down there in the cell, we just talking and chopping it up. I can remember T-Spoon coming to the door, knocking on the door, telling me, hey, young blood, let me holler at you. So he said, yeah, come on in, man. So I step out, which is common courtesy. That's what you do. When your celly got somebody to talk to or kick it with or whatever, you go ahead on and get out the way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your business. You don't know what's going on, so you go ahead and get out the way. Now, I'm thinking that, he going to go up in there and get his little money and come on out and mind his business. So I'm really right outside the cell. So when he go in there and he talking to him, I can overheard my celly, but I can't really hear him because, like I say, he talked low with a little raspy voice or whatever. But I heard my celly telling him, No, man, no, I can't. I ain't giving you all that, man. I'm giving you what I owe you. This is what I owe you. You can take this. That's it. I ain't giving you all that. You know what I'm saying? He said I might throw you $5 or something, for being late, but I ain't giving you all that, man. You talking crazy. So, Teaspoon was saying whatever he was saying, but like I said, I couldn't really hear him. But the aggression and the tone of my celly's voice made me, come on to the door, look around the door. So I come to the door and everything. So I'm like, what's up, man? He was like, nothing, man, nah. And Spoon, he turned around, he look at me. So he like, yeah, just excuse us, man. This between me and him. We take care of some business. I said, hold on, man. I sleep in here. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I come in here when I want to. This is my cell. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, but we take care of some business. So then T-Bone said, no, man, our business over, man. Take your money, man. Take your money. He was like, no, young blood. No, you got to pay that, man. I don't know what part of the game you think this is. You got to pay that, man. You late. You owe me. You got to pay that. So Teaspoon is looking at him like, no, give me this money. So, T-Bone looking at him like, man, I told you that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? But he posted up. I said, look, bro, you got to get out the cell. So he turned around and looked at me. He said, look, man, I told you this ain't your business. I said, bro, you in my cell, get up out here. Period. Ain't my business. It's my business name. So he said, okay, I see what it is. He grabbed a bag. He walk out. He going on there into his cell. So he go to his cell and he go up in the cell. He stay up in the cell for a few minutes. I'm down there talking to T-Bone. I'm like, man, what's up with him? He tried to tell me he won't $80. I owe 40. He won't $80. I'm gonna pay him double. I said, no, I give you $5. I give you something for being late, and you ain't got to worry about me getting in your game no more. But I ain't paying you no double, man. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, that dude a fool, dog. I told you, man. They said that dude ain't no good. Stay away from him, man. Period, point blank. He said, man, he come back down here. I'm telling you, I'm going to grab something, bust him in his head. I said, man, you ain't got to worry about that. He ain't coming up in the cell. He come up in the cell. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get more than he looking for. So he stay in the cell probably about 15 minutes. And next thing you know, he come out. But, you could tell when dudes got that walk, they got that look like they, they got something on their mind. It's a penitentiary thing. Even though I'm new in the penitentiary, I'm early in my bit, I can still see. I can see the, the swag. I can see the danger. I can see, So he coming in, he walking down there towards that way. So I'm standing out in the front of the cell. And T-Bone came out. He standing on the other side of the cell. So we basically in front of the cell with the opening is right here. He on this side. I'm on this side. So he walked back down there. He said, hey, look, what you going to do about that money? You know what I'm saying? So T-Bone said, I already told you what I'm going to do about the money. He said, nah, I can't accept that, man. I can't accept that. But, he fumbling around, his hands moving. He keep pulling up his pants, all at his waist, like he basically trying to act like he got something. So I get in the conversation. So I said, look, bro, the man said he ain't got nothing, man. He done paid you what he had. He gave you a little extra. That's all he got to give you, man. You act like you trying to press him, like you gonna make him give you something. I said, man, come on, man. So he said, look, young blood, let me ask you something. Did you get in my game? Do you owe me anything? I said, no, I don't. I said, I'm just telling you, that's my selling. He said, yeah, but that ain't your business. You should know about penitentiary too. That ain't your business. I said, man, you ain't got to tell me nothing about no penitentiary, man. I said, I'm telling you, he ain't giving you nothing else. He gave you what he gave you, man. And you coming down here acting like you want to do something, man. And if that's what you want to do, then that's cool too. But he ain't giving you nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So T-Bone look at him too, say, yeah, I ain't giving you nothing, man. So then Chucky see the situation. So Chucky walk over there. So he walking over there. So when Chucky walk over there, Chucky look at me, he said, what's up? I said, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with this joker. You know what I'm saying? So Chucky look at him like, Chucky's like, what's happening, man? What's up? You got some beef with my little homie. So he's like, no, Chuck, I'm saying, young blood get in the game, man. He betting on L, man. He betting on L. He ain't had that money. And then he won't wait to store there. I told him that ain't how the game go. So Chuck like, man, what do he owe you? He said, T-Bone spoke up, said, I already paid him. I owed him $40. I gave him $45. That's all I got to give him. So he said, man, come on, man. Let me holler at you, right? So Chucky take him and Chucky walk on down the way. And Chucky, I can see Chucky body language. They talking to him like boom, 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 wah, wah, wah. They talking or whatever. But I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. That's my celly. I got to roll with him anyway. Then, like I say, we both young. We new in the penitentiary. We sellers together. So, you know what I'm saying? It's ride or die. Whatever comes to that sale is coming to both of us. Either way, that's just how I'm carrying. So Chucky come back, man. Chucky say, look here, man. I done go ahead and pay the dude, man. I ain't give him no money. I just told him squash that on me, so that's just like paying him. I squashed that on the strength. He said, young blood, don't get in this game no more. I'm telling you right now, take it from me, you can't win. Do you ever see anybody win in this game? You can't win. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm telling you, this between us, it's a card shop. You're not going to win. Don't get in this game. Only reason I'm telling you this because Mike, my man, I mess with him. Don't get in this game. So, boom, we like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? So he said, yeah. So, boom, he said, man, let me holler at you, Bank. So, me and him walked down, he kicking. He said, look, I told you, dude, ain't no good, man. He bad news, man. I'm telling you. He knows some of them cons. He always run a con. He always run a game. He just bad news. All you got to do is sit back and watch him. He going to self-destruct. Just stay away from him. He ain't hitting on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, that's what's up, man. So he was like, yeah, but you ain't had no more problems out of him. I done told him what I had to tell him. You ain't had no more problems out of him. So I'm like, boom. So we go in the cell. When we in the cell doing count, I'm, giving them that little game. I said, man, look, man, that gambling stuff, man, I already know. I be doing it too, man, but you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, man. Dudes like him, he run the game, man. If dude tell you a card shop, I believe him. He probably knows something with the cards you can't see. I can't see, because we don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But he doing something, because like I say, he just came in, he jumped straight in to run the game, and he's always winning. You know what I'm saying? So something going on, man. Just let him be, man. Go on about his business. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that was it. We cut ties with him. He ain't never gambled no more with him. I ain't deal with him that much at all. Just, in passing, what's up, and we keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, it was so much to be revealed about this dude, man. It's just amazing. The stuff that y'all just wouldn't even believe, because I didn't even believe it as it was transforming in front of my eyes. But I can remember, man, like months and months later, man, he was still doing his thing. He's still gambling. He's still, running his little stuff or whatever. But like I say, he had a store box too, so he be loaning money out, and dudes be having to pay him. And like I say, a store box, if y'all don't know, I explained in other videos, store box is more or less like a loan shark business. If you come get something, you got to pay 100% interest. You come get something that costs $2, you're going to owe somebody $4. You come get something that costs $50, you're going to owe somebody $100. So it's very profitable in the penitentiary. But it's also very dangerous, because, like I say, you're going to have to enforce that. If you run the store box, the bar is already understood. If you come get this money and you don't pay it, then, you got to pay it in blood. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. That's just how I go in the penitentiary. So it ain't no need to be going to no store box, back and forth store box, getting stuff from dudes if you ain't planning on paying it, because, like I say, either they're going to have to put their hands on you, put that Bethlehem in you, do something to you, or they might well shut their business down, because ain't nobody going to pay you once somebody buck on you and you don't do nothing about it. So, like I say, the store box business is a dangerous business. It's a profitable business, but at the same time, is basically, when you break down, it's gonna cause you more trouble than it's worth, because even if you get in one incident, you going to jail, you going to lock up. If it's something real crazy, you going up off the compound. So everything you got gonna be lost anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's just like what I say, that's akin to doing stuff out here illegal. You selling drugs, you robbing, you doing all this, doing that, and you thinking you gonna amass something or get this great big fortune, but you getting it illegally, and the people can come take it from you in 10 seconds, so it don't matter. Build an empire up in 10 years, people come take it from you in 10 seconds. It just don't add up. Same thing with the store box business. You can be running and you be getting all this stuff, but once you get into a big incident over there, especially if it's a physical altercation and you do something to somebody, they're going to confiscate all your stuff anyway that you didn't buy off a commissary, because they're going to pull your commissary sheet and they're going to pull your commissary history. And if you got a whole lot of stuff in here and you ain't been going to commissary spending your own money, they're going to confiscate that stuff. Trust me, I know. I've been there, done that. Years down the line, before this, prior to this. But anyway, he kept doing what he was doing, and he was loaning out money back and forth. Then we had this other dude that was in the block. His name was Neil. And Neil was from Richmond. I know for a fact he was from Richmond. And Neil was a kind of big old dude too, man. Probably about 6'2", probably about 220. And he worked out all the time. Real good dude, man, as far as my concern. He ain't really caused no trouble, do nothing, nobody. He just stayed into his workout. But every now and then, he'll borrow something from the store box. You know what I'm saying? Be it a teaspoon or somebody else, he'll borrow something from the store box. and he only was working on with limited amount of money. You know, he had a state job. I think he worked in the kitchen or something like that, and he ain't gonna get no state money. He ain't really had no outside support. When you ain't got no outside support, people sending you money from the outside, then you ain't really gonna, you know, you really on a budget. You know what I'm saying? If all you relying on the state money, you really on a budget, because like I say, the average state job will pay you like $30, $27, $28 a month. You know, yes, I said a month, not a week, not 2 weeks, a month. So that's what you're going to have to live to survive on, unless you're going to survive on, you know, the kitchen, you know, which is straight dog food. So that's, when you ain't got that support from the outside, that's how you living in there. So I guess Neil had borrowed something from him, something small, something minor, and Neil ain't paying, you know what I'm saying, on time, because for whatever reason, Neil money ain't hit on time, or he had to do some other things where he didn't have it. So Neil had told him, I got you, you know what I'm saying, when we go back. He tells Neil the same thing, you know what I'm saying, about trying to tax Neil. Because, you know, like I say, he playing gangster, you know what I'm saying? He in his gangster mode. Mind you, his gangster mode. So he telling Neil that, and when he popped that off at Neil felt totally disrespected. Totally disrespected, because Neil feel like, you know, he cut from that type of cloth. Man, you ain't gonna tax me. What I look like? You telling me you gonna tax me? I'm gonna give you what you ain't gonna tax me. So Teaspoon adamant tell me, man, you got stuff for me. You know, you buying for me. You know, you can't tell me how to run my business. This is how I run my business. You should have known that before you got my money and they ain't paid me. So Neil like, man, chump, I ain't giving you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then you ain't even gonna get what I took from you. You know what I'm saying? What I borrowed from you, you ain't getting nothing. So Teaspoon, like I say, he low key, but he ain't gonna make a whole lot of noise, but he you know, he gonna give you that gangster facade. Like I say, he a big dude too, and he been down a minute. So he said, oh, so you taking it? You taking it? You know what I'm saying? Neil, see, you heard what I said? Yeah, I ain't know I'm taking it. I done took it. I ain't gonna give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? You want to get it in, we can get it in. So Teaspoon like, all right, you got that, player. Don't worry about it. You got that. So he go on back to his cell. So then dudes is seeing the conversation and seeing what's going on. So Neil like follow him to the cell like, man, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You trying to get something? You trying to get it in? I mean, what's up? Because normally that's what's going on in the penitentiary. If you got a beef with a dude and y'all in an altercation, an argument or whatever, then the dude talking about, boom, everything I didn't go to his cell, you don't know if he going in there to get that Bethlehem, come back out there, you know, go crazy like some Rambo type stuff, or Jason or something. You don't know what's going on, so you got to be on point. Evidently, Neil was on point, because Neil like followed him to the cell, asking him what's up. He turned around and Neil told him, nah, bro, everything all right, everything cool. So Neil pressing the issue like, man, look, if you try and do something about that money, man, we can do something about that money. But I'm telling you, I ain't paying you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying you nothing. If you want to do something, let's get it in. I ain't with no old sneaky stuff. You trying to sneak me and do all this, do all that. Because if I get paranoid, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to let you have it. You know what I'm saying? So Teaspoon could heard and see that everybody in the block can hear what's going on. So now you talking about his reputation on the line. So, you know, he plotting and planning in his head. And I think for sure he really wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get his hands on that thing. Whether he had one in the cell or not, I don't know. But I felt like he was trying to get his hand, play the man to the side pocket till he can get his hands on something and then try to make a move on him. But Neil was out thinking him. Neil was already ahead of the game with that, because Neil looking at him like, yeah, you know, you got a little reputation or whatever. I heard about you. So Neil doing what he's supposed to do. He addressing the issue head on. He ain't giving him time to try to plot and plan. So T trying to talk his way out of it. He like, look, bro, you took that. That's something small. That's a little bit of money. That's baby money. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about it. But you ain't have to worry about getting nothing from me no more. That's a dead issue. So he said, okay, so you saying we good then, right? We good. I ain't gonna get nothing from you no more, but I want to know, is we good? Man to man, you saying it's over? It's over. If you saying it ain't over, let's do it. Let's get it, you know? So he says, oh, man, it's a dead issue. Don't worry about it. So, boom, Neil peel off, go on down to his cell. You know, about 5 minutes later, you see Teaspoon. He come out. He go to the booth. Back then, this is what we could do to go outside, especially if the rec yard was still open, the boulevard or whatever. You just go to the booth, tell them, side door, open the side door, and you go on out wherever you going. You know, you gonna have officers down there, so you ain't like you running wild, but you can go to the yard and go where you going. So that's what he did. He went on out the side door. So boom, he go out the side door. Don't nobody know where he going in the yard, just at the third. Neil over there hiding his mans, you know what I'm saying? They talking, and, you know, like, yeah, you know, that chump, you know, try to tell me, he gonna tax me. He got me messed up. He must think I'm one of these suckers around here, a rookie or something, you know. So he over there, he already angry, you know, he already in his feelings about the situation. But obviously, what had happened was Teaspoon that went down out on the yard and probably went to holler at somebody and try to get some, and he wasn't able to get it. But when he wasn't able to get it, somebody came back upstairs and told Neil about it. You know what I'm saying? That he down there act like he trying to cop one of them Bethlehems, but he heard it, overheard it, or you know, had wind that that's what he was trying to do. So they come back up there because they mess with Neil and they tell Neil about it. So Neil go in a rage, man. Neil scrap up, put his state boots on, tie them all up, you know, get his stuff on all nice and tight. Boom, side door. So Neil pop the side door. Neil go on out the building. So now, you know, all the nosy dudes want to know what's going on. They go on out there with him. You know what I'm saying? So they go out there, man. They out there probably for about 20, 30 minutes, wherever they was at, you know. But what happened, I end up knowing what happened, but they was out there about 20, 30 minutes. Don't nobody really know what's going on. I heard in retrospect what happened. So boom. So about 20, 30 minutes come back, Neil coming up, and Neil come in the building with some other dudes. But when Neil come in, Neil's shirt ripped all over. We got a little blood on his little shirt, little trinkets of blood and everything. And he, you know, then said, yeah, you know. So boom, about 10 minutes after Neil get in, Teaspoon come up there. Teaspoon, shirt ripped up, blood everywhere, eyes swole up, lips swole up, and he goes straight to his cell, go on in the room, you know. So Neil come walk down there to his cell, you know, he get his door closed, so Neil walk down to his cell, tap on the door, and look straight in there and tell him, say, yeah, and if you come back out here and act like you got something, I'm gonna beat you to death, and I promise you that.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.